Hey, yo, what's good? So now that it's all said and done, I gotta ask, what's next? What's next? And this video I'm gonna do on Manny Pacquiao, and my next video is gonna be on what's next for Floyd Mayweather. And I decided to do it first on Manny Pacquiao because he lost. You know, he lost his fight. He's the one that didn't look good. He didn't look effective. He's looked the worst that he has in years. He I don't see anyone that was impressed with his performance at all. He stunk it out. If I enjoyed this fight, I enjoyed it. But if you didn't enjoy it, Pacquiao stunk it out because he was not throwing. How does someone throw less punches than the other guy, and the other guy gets blamed for stinking out the joint? That just doesn't make sense to me. Throwing and landing more punches. Well, yeah. So Manny Pacquiao has lost his biggest fights, and now he's lost. He lost both fights in 2012. Came back, fought Brandon Rios, fought Chris Algieri, and Bradley. Not in that order. And now he fought Mayweather. So he's lost 3 out of 6 fights. Think about that. He's lost half of his last 6 fights. That's not a good sign. That's kind of like reminds me of Oscar De La Hoya's record at the end, dude. Like it wasn't impressive. It wasn't good at all. He was just losing or fighting subpar competition. Like Ricardo Mayorga. Though I big fan of Mayorga. He was not in the level of Oscar De La Hoya. But when he would step in competition, he would lose. And I do believe that uh, Manny Pacquiao beat Bradley the first time. But hey, the judges saw it a different way. He lost, so he has lost half of his last 6 fights. Where does he go from here? They were talking about maybe him going back to 140 or uh, I don't see him. I Bring a Rain Boxing Talk was shout outs to Bring a Ring Boxing Talk. He was talking about how Manny Pacquiao should retire. And you know what? Just how he's been talking after the fight and during this promotion, just the way he's been talking, he's just been so different. Just being such a sore loser after losing. That I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to do. Does he want to get a rematch? I don't understand. I think he'll just get whooped the second time. And this time you can't use your shoulder as an excuse. He just get whooped again. I don't see a unless it's the only reason for him to fight would be for to redeem his losses. That would be a Mayweather fight, and he already redeemed the Bradley fight, so he would redeem again that Marquez loss. I mean, he's beaten before, but this guy knocked you out, cold. So, but does anyone want to see that fight? A fifth fight? I mean, the poster for that fight said once and for all. So, does anyone want to see that? It'd be good. It'd be a good fight because that their styles are just perfect. But I would watch it. I'd probably be entertained. It probably won't be as good as the fourth fight. Maybe it would. But I don't even know if Marquez wants to fight again. It's nearing a year since he fought last year, so I don't even know if Marquez is gonna fight again. And I don't think he wants none of like a Sean Porter or a Keith Thurman or a Kell Brook, because those guys are natural welterweights. Ugh, I don't know. Does he Pacquiao want to fight? Has he fought a natural welterweight? Margarito? Would that be the only natural welterweight Pacquiao has fought? De La Hoya? but drain De La Hoya. Because Cotto was a 140. We gotta remember that he was a 140 pounder. Not a huge. He wasn't a big welterweight. You know, he was a 140 pounder that came up. Mayweather is a 140 pounder that came up. Pacquiao too is a 140 pounder. But what's the point? Unless you're gonna pass the torch, then I'm okay. Then I'm okay with this. Like pass the torch to Terrence Crawford. That's what some people have been saying. If you're gonna pass the torch to Terrence Crawford, I mean, I still see. I'd maybe get some hate for this because we seem to be in love with Terrence Crawford. He's a very good fighter, but I think Pacquiao beats Terrence Crawford right now at this moment. If he could safely make 140, I don't know if he can. He weighed 152 for this fight, like at fight night. That's the heaviest he's weighed. So maybe the age is catching up to him. He can't lose. He just can't shed off these pounds like he used to. Yeah, but if he could safely make 140, I see him beating Terrence Crawford. And then what? For what? You just beat a young guy that's undefeated, so you could stay fighting. I don't know. I don't. That'd be good for his legacy, but I think after just the biggest fight and losing, maybe he could fight someone else. Someone top ranked, maybe Jesse Vargas, and retire. If you don't want to retire with a loss, that's the only. He has nothing less to prove. He's had a great career, fabulous career. Has beaten Hall of Famers. Has great career. I don't have to say. I don't have to talk about his great career, and I don't have to talk about how he has nothing to prove. Mayweather has nothing to prove either. But what? What do we do next? What does Pacquiao want to do next? He's not talking to me. He's just making excuses now. So, honestly, if he's just going to keep making excuses, I don't want to see him fight anymore. If he's going to lose like this. But he's not going to lose either because he's not going to face other Floyd Mayweathers because there's only one. Yeah, so at welterweight, not much. There's not much fights I see him taking. Maybe a Ruslan fight. Yeah. I say fight Ruslan Provodnikov, Pacquiao. That's the fight I want to see. Fight Ruslan Provodnikov. See how that goes. I want to see that fight. That'd be a good fight. Just to see how it goes with Manny Pacquiao in that fight. See if Ruslan. See if you won't be running like you accuse Mayweather of running. See if you will stand there and trade with Pacquiao, with Provodnikov, like Timothy Bradley did. I'll see. That's why I want you to fight Ruslan Provodnikov. That's what's next for Pacquiao. That's what I want. You know, before he lost to Algieri, there was talks of him fighting Provodnikov. So let's do it. I mean, he has 2 losses out of his 3 fights, but he's an entertaining fighter, and I mean, he fought Brandon Rios coming off a loss, so and Provodnikov's a better fighter than Rios, so yeah, that's the fight I want to see. What should Pacquiao do next? What are your thoughts? Please comment your thoughts below. I love your guys' feedbacks, and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.